want to introduce my golf partner.
What up, boys?
Hey, Pro Bowl Poe! Pro Bowl Poe!
Pro Bowl Poe!
Pro Bowl Poe! You made it! Hey, congratulations! Hell yeah, dude!
Hop in real quick. I had to hop in. Happy holidays, y'all boys. I appreciate y'all all the love every time, man. Appreciate y'all.
We're proud of you. Hey, we're proud of you, man.
Woo! Love you, Jordan.
Proud of you.
It's dope when the good guys win, man. That's my golf partner, man. I've gotten to know Poe over these couple of months that I've been here in Buffalo, man, and he deserves it, man. He works his ass off each and every day. He brings the energy each and every practice, each and every game, man. And it's a different team when we got him on the field, man. And it's good to see the good guys win. Congrats to Poe.
Yeah, I think 10-0 whenever he's playing or whatever. And I assume your stats whenever you two are on the field together at the same time are probably absolutely absurd. But, you know, he's been a friend of the show here for the last couple of years. And last year, him and Micah Hyde were like the best. Everybody was saying like, oh, that's the best safety duo in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Best safety duo in the league or whatever. They have a massive year. No Pro Bowlers on the defense at all. So we would obviously have to remind Poyer, like, hey, you're good, but not a Pro Bowler. Not a Pro Bowler. So him making the Pro Bowl this year, we were all incredibly pumped. I'm happy he stopped by and we got to show him some love. Let's talk to you, perennial Pro Bowler. I had an entire speech at the beginning. Thank you for joining us, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to tell you that every single time. Yeah. So perennial Pro Bowler. I had these visions of what the Pro Bowl was before I made my first Pro Bowl because I heard stories from the OGs who made the Pro Bowls of what it was like in Hawaii with the pool and how everybody gets away, and it was kind of just NFL folks celebrating like the greatness that is the NFL for a week. Families were welcome to do things, and that's back when guys were trying, skills contests were taking place. The Pro Bowl was this thing that was held in high regards. So then my first year getting voted in was the first year I think they did it the week before the Super Bowl. It was in Phoenix. They didn't even rent out the whole hotel. There was other conventions happening in there. There's a lot of other bullshit. So like my experience at the Pro Bowl was nothing like what I had heard stories of the OGs before. And I felt like it was a financial decision by the NFL to do that, but I thought it diminished the Pro Bowl. Now, Pro Bowlers get announced last night, Vaughn. A majority of people on the internet and probably you can treat Twitter as a focus group. A majority of people are like, the Pro Bowl sucks. The game sucks. It's kind of a sham. And it's almost diminished the title of Pro Bowler. Do you feel that? Do you think that? And how do you feel about the Pro Bowl as a whole, Vaughn?
You know, I've been 8 Pro Bowls, and I think the most valuable thing that I take away from the Pro Bowl is not necessarily, you know, the event or like spending time by the pool or, you know, the game or anything like that. I think getting voted by your peers.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting voted by the guys that you play against each and every week. Getting voted by the fans that watch you each and every week, and getting voted by the coaches. You know, it's an extremely valuable honor that I hold close to my heart, man. You know, to go to 8 Pro Bowls and then you get up there in 8 and it's like, man, it's just the Pro Bowl, and then not getting elected these last couple of years. You know, I'm here to tell you guys that, you know, when you get voted by your peers and you get voted by the fans and you get voted by the coaches, man, it is a huge accomplishment.
I think so, too. For me, when I got voted in, like, the emotions that I had, there was so many emotions the first time I got voted in. You feel vindication. You feel pride. You feel, like, humbled by all the work that it took to get there. And it's like, well, if I'm putting this much emotion into getting voted in, then I have to take it when I don't get voted in. You almost get like scared to put too much power into it, but you can't help it whenever you get acknowledged by your peers, I think. In the way the NFL, no offense to the NFL, what the NFL has allowed the Pro Bowl to become, kind of like a sham where guys don't try because it's not really something. Why would you? The game has become an embarrassment, even though it outrates everything else on TV. I think if they lift up the profile of the Pro Bowl, invest a little bit in it, I think we can get it back to the stature that players hold it in the public. You know what I mean? Because like last night, you're seeing guys cry. Oh, yeah. There's guys cry that are getting voted in there, and then on the internet, it's like, the voting system's flawed. The game sucks. It's like, this is a massive deal, and I think it's kind of going away from that, so I hope we fix it, Vaughn. And congrats on fucking 8 of them.
Unbelievable.
Jeez Louise. I don't know. Once again, though, You kind of stink. You're not getting voted in there.
Yeah.
Kind of stink. Hope you get back. Use that in your rehab motivation. Sorry about that, AJ. Just wanted to put a bow on that thing. Go ahead, Mr. Hawk.
Oh no, I want to follow up with Vaughn quick. Like I've said before on here, Pat, you can't play football like half-assed. It's not baseball. It's not basketball. You have an all-star game in basketball. You can have 180 to 175 game and no defense. Football, it's kind of all or nothing. Is there anything they can do about that, Vaughn? Like how do they make it better?
I just think it's just hard to get guys to go all out for an all-star game, especially if you're not if it's the season's over with. I understand it, but me personally, guys hate going against me in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, you're trying to get that truck.
They know I'm going full speed, and I play that game just like any other game. I go through my pregame routine just like any other game. And whenever you're getting around your opponents, you're always gonna play to the same level of the opponents that you're going against in the Pro Bowl. But guys hate going against me. Alex Bakhtiari, he had beef with me for a whole off season, and when we played him in the preseason, like he was still mad about the Pro Bowl.
Bach didn't want to go
Bakhtiari,
because he played on the right side.
Bach
He had
didn't
played
wanna
on the
go
right
hard,
side.
huh?
He's a left tackle. He was playing at right tackle in the Pro Bowl in Orlando, and I was just going. That's my natural side, so I was just going ham, full speed. He was talking to me in the game like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Bro, I go hard."
There's that truck for sale, right? You see that truck? The MVP is getting that truck right there.
And we came back in, man. Like he kind of held it on his chest a little bit, but I love the Pro Bowl. I love being around my peers. I like being in the locker room with the guys. I like just hanging out and getting to know everybody else's family, man. And I think getting voted by your peers, hanging out, that's the most important part of it.
I think so too. Those meetings, in the one in Phoenix, we were on a bus and we drove out into the desert for the practice. And that was really the only time where guys felt comfortable talking, because the lobby was filled with like 4 other conferences and conventions and autograph hounds happening. And I'd heard that was the best part, like the social gathering, when everybody's just kind of letting loose, having some drinks. You can walk up to somebody and ask them a question, and it's like welcomed and celebrated. We got to get back to that, NFL.
Here we go.
It's so many things that you have to weigh too. Like if we have it in Hawaii, you fly guys all the way out to Hawaii. And then, the majority of the guys that's going to Hawaii are going to whatever Super Bowl that they're playing in the day after the game. So do you want to travel all the way to Hawaii, then come back to the States to go to the Super Bowl? Do you have it in Orlando? Like, do you do it in Phoenix? Do you do it in the same city where the Super Bowl is? Like, it's still a balancing act that you have to do. But I think, the Pro Bowl is great. I think we should always have the Pro Bowl. It's an all-star game. That's what all-star games look like. If you look at any all-star game, that's what they look like, especially in our sport. Our sport is a physical sport. So once you take a little bit off for the all-star game, that's just the product. But I don't think that's the most important part of the Pro Bowl. I think guys just hanging out with each other. I think getting voted by your peers. I think spending time with each other's family and getting to know other guys that you admire, those are some of the best parts about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I concur, and obviously congratulations. And the Pro Bowl's taking a turn. I think they're entering their new chapter right now, going to flag football. I think we could put some money up for guys too, match it to charity as well. Let's put actual money up, There's enough sponsors and money out there. Let's get guys to want to give effort, Let's go ahead and do some stuff. Let's make the world a better place. Let's donate it. Let's also,
incentivize.
You're the best in the world. You've made us a lot of money this year. We're looking for you to do this other thing. So just like any other business, you're doing something, we will pay you for it, because we're making it just
up some money. If you up the money, like if you up the money at the Pro Bowl, I think guys will start to play a lot harder for sure. I think if you're giving guys a real carry it out in front of them, man, I think you'll get some of these guys to make some great plays, a lot of great effort.
Well, I think so too. In the fastest man competition, I think you're going to get more people try to get in there. If there's an actual prize there, I think if you do even the bench press thing, I think you're even get some of the big dudes that are like, they're giving 150 grand to the. I used to move it. I still got it. Like, I think then it gets even. I think you just get better content out of all of it if there's an incentive. But once again, let's match it to charity, because all these millionaire pricks don't need to get paid more money. Let's also match to charity as well on top of it. So we're making the world a better place. I hope we get there. I think we will. And thank you for saying that. You're Von Miller. Your words are going to carry more weight than mine.